Hey y'all, welcome back to the Secondhand Farmer. So in the last video in the equipment tour, I talked about taking a video of bringing the old case home and all that kind of stuff. Well, we already kind of did that. The way schedules worked out, it just kind of worked better for us to fire up, get her home when the weather was good. So today we're gonna bring the case in, we're gonna get the oil changed. It's been having an issue in the wiring with starting, so we're gonna go ahead and see if that's decided to clear itself up, and if not, I'm gonna play electrician, see if I can get her going. Gotta pull the old 4010 out, and then we'll back the case in. All right, let's see if this thing starts. Yep, you have to give her a little bit of the spray. Try this again. There she goes. We get the shop opened up here. Actually, I'm gonna go out and start the case. Let her warm up a minute before we bring her in. So this is our wonderful key organization here. Aha! All right. So this here's 1977 1570 case. Coming up on owning it for a year now. Good old tractor. I'm more of a deer guy, but when a comparable deer costs 20 grand and this costs 9, yeah, color loyalty goes out the window. Let's see if we can get her going. All right, Betsy. Be nice today. Of course not. All right, that means I get to play electrician today. So back down to the shop. Yeah, you'll work. A bit of safety when it comes to doing what I'm about to do. A lot of these tractors don't have a safety on them, and even some of the newer ones, if they've got them, what I'm about to do bypasses a lot of that. So before I do anything, I'm gonna get in here and make sure that this lever is in park, because if it's not, and I do this, especially with these big wide tires on there, this thing can jump forward and squish me in about, 2 seconds flat. Really? She got a little attitude today. She's a little cold. Go ahead and come out and started it. Let her warm up here for a bit. So we'll head back in the shop, pull the 4010 out, and we'll back that big girl in, and we'll get to work on her. Pull like a fit. And yeah, these machines, they do not turn off when you turn the key off. Fun fact. They have a separate fuel shut off. Just how they used to do it back in the day. No sense having an electric solenoid when you can run a plunger just right up in the cab. This cab's a lot quieter than the one on that 4010. Mainly because this is a factory cab. One on the 4010 is definitely not factory. It's, I believe, a year around if I remember right. Clutches have always been a little goofy to get used to. Yeah, it's kind of tight getting in there. Drop her down to second. Yeah, great enough. Come on. There we go. We are in. Turn the key off. Turn the fuel off, and we're parked. Close this back up. Well, there went that. good sign. It's actually getting kind of comfortable in here. Oh yeah, go get a couple of bigger wood chunks to throw in there. Oh, and I blocked off my walkway. We're gonna go this way. One of the problems with having a smaller shop, pain in the neck, trying to get everything in. It's part of being a small farmer. You know, you work with what you got. And really, we're better off than a lot of people. So I can't complain too much. Dummy. Whew, almost ate it there. A couple of good chunks of oak in there. I want you to lay like that. Now it's time to figure out why this dumb thing don't want to start. The way this works, key switch in here has power that goes to it, and when you turn the key to the start position, you go to start her up, it should send power down through a wire and down to this little terminal right here, this little bitty guy up on top. It's kind of dark in there, but so when it goes into here, it tells this solenoid to kick in, which sends power from this cable to the starter. And my guess is that there's a problem either in the key switch or in the wire going to the key switch that is not allowing it to start. So I'm gonna pull the key switch out, test continuity through, see if the key switch is a problem, and if not, I'll run a jumper wire from the key switch down to here, and we'll see if it's a problem in the wire. If it's a problem in the wire, I'll run a new wire, and we'll go from there. Slight change in plans. This key switch is actually screwed on. It's not just plug in. So if I can avoid taking it out, I'm going to, because you know, it just makes life easier. So I'm gonna test light out here, and we're gonna poke around and see if the key switch is working. Maybe not. We've got like 4 test lights, and I think 2 of them work. So it's kind of a pick and choose and hope you grab the right one. Let's try this one out. Yep, there we go. To the cab. Flashlight on. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this white wire back here is for the starter. So let's see if we can find somewhere to ground in here. Okay, there we go. We have power there. Okay, so we have no juice. Now we have juice. Just in the run position. No juice. Okay, switch on, juice. So when we jumped it earlier, I jumped right to the solenoid, and the solenoid kicked it right off. So the problem's gotta be in the wire. Well, this almost looks like it ain't plugged in all the way. Don't it? Oh, and of course, all of the wires are, well, white with some kind of stripe. Oh, yeah, it could be a safety switch. Time to go to the Google machine. See if I can find a wiring diagram for this thing. Ugh, if I can find a wiring diagram for it, I can start chasing stuff. You know, checking safety switches, that kind of thing. All right, so after a little bit of looking around on the Google machine and on the, actually in the owner's manual for this tractor, I forgot this one had one. It looks like there's a couple of safety switches that it could be, which are down on the transmission here. So those guys right there are my safety switches right above that little bulb there. So those might need to be adjusted and or replaced. All right, y'all. Well, it's about 5 seconds later. I got in there and did some looking, and the contacts on those were really dirty, so I went ahead and cleaned those contacts. Let's see if we had any luck. Oh, yeah. That was easy. We got that problem taken care of. So now it's time for an oil change. Now that she starts, we're going to get the oil changed on her. You know, pretty simple process. Just drop the plug, let her drain out, change filters out, fill her back up, and we're good to go. I'm going to chase down a couple of 5-gallon buckets. I don't 100% know how much oil this holds, but 504 cubic inch, which roughly an 8.3 liter. engine, so she holds a lot of oil. Alrighty, your strain plug, and you do not fit. Don't catch that again. There we go. 1 1/8 it is. Righty tighty lefty loosey. Kind of position that, make sure the oil falls in the bucket. Okay. There we go. Ooh, that's almost full already. And this is always we might be okay. Take this out here. I think we might be okay with just one bucket. And stand here and watch the oil drain. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these filters off. I'm just gonna kind of magnet you guys over here. See me okay? Oh no, what have I done? All right, we're gonna let that other side drain out. Once that's drained out, we'll move the bucket and we'll drop this other oil filter off. Now I'm on the hunt for a smaller jug of oil for this thing, because instead of trying to fill the filters with a 5-gallon bucket, it'd be a lot easier to fill them with a 1 1/4 gallon or a 1-gallon jug. I can always just use this guy. I wonder what that had in it before. I'll clean her out good. In case anybody's never seen one of these, this is basically so you can handle oils easier. Instead of trying to dump a whole 5-gallon bucket into this little bitty filler neck here, you can dump it in here and then pour it in. Only issue is we only have a couple of these, so it's always questionable what it had in it before. Like this here, it looks like it has hydraulic fluid in it. So we're gonna clean it out real good, make sure there's no dirt, no grime and gunk in there. Just go ahead and fill her up. All right, so slight update. Evidently, these actually, they don't want you to fill the oil filter before you put them on. I'm not 100% sure why, but I consulted the owner's manual just to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill her up out of the 5-gallon buckets over there. But first, I gotta put the filters on. So, time for filters on. Wearable shop towel. Alright, where'd I put the filter wrench? Just a wee bit more twist there, laddie. Duh. Right where you left it, genius. Alright, filters are on, now we just gotta fill her up. It's all cleaned out. Alright, so it takes roughly 5 gallons. So, ooh, This here holds roughly, what, 3 quarts? 4? Okay, so about 10 of these should fill her up. Alright, well, just so I don't bore you to death with filling this thing with oil, because basically all we're doing is filling it and then pulling her out. Go ahead and I'm going to shut this thing down. Let's try and save a little battery. This might be the end of the video. Not 100% sure yet. So, if this is the end, thanks for watching. If this is the kind of thing you like seeing, small farmers just kind of getting out and trying to get it done, trying to grow, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. And we will see you on the next one. Thanks.